Hey everyone, my name is Olga and I'm happy to see you here in this new video. And today we are gonna shine bright like a diamond. Well, actually, we are gonna discuss my favorite, the single sparkling eyeshadows. So take a seat and here we go. And we are gonna start from more affordable makeup brands. And especially, I'm gonna start from Polish cosmetics and Polish makeup brands. And at the beginning, I want to show you this particular single eyeshadow from Eveline and the Choco Glamour collection. Product is called Highly Shimmery Eyeshadow Topper. Yes, it's a topper, it's a sparkle, and it looks beautiful on the eyelid. You can apply it using your finger or you can apply it using a brush. It would work in both cases. Talking about the glitter itself, I would say that it's quite big, and especially if you compare it to some high-end products. I'm talking about it right now because I'm pretty sure that you're most likely would hear that it's a dupe to any high-end products. And no, it's not, because it's too glittery and the glitter itself is quite big. But anyway, it looks beautiful on the eyelid, and moreover, it doesn't fall off during the day. This particular eyeshadow doesn't have a visible base, so you have to use it as a topper. For sure, you can apply it on the lid itself, but it would look quite strange. So definitely yes, but oh, well, I forgot to tell you that it's a little bit dry, the texture itself. Next eyeshadow from brand Glam and the shade Moonlight. I'm very impressed by this product and I definitely like it. I've tried to compare it with Bobbi Brown. We're gonna see it. And the shade Moonstone, well, they are quite familiar, but if we talk about glitter side, this guy is a little bit worse. I mean, glitters are here a little bit bigger than in Bobbi Brown, and this guy doesn't shine that bright as the Bobbi Brown, but actually it's expected, and the texture itself is a little bit drier. But if we compare this product with Eveline, I would say that Nam is far better and it looks more high-end on the eyelid. It's easy to apply it using a brush or you can apply it using your finger. It's up to you. Looks beautiful on the eyelid, doesn't fall off during the day, and I actually don't have any issues with and any problems with this particular product. And by the way, we are gonna try it in one of the next video. Moving on, and it's time for brand Glam Shop. If you've never heard of it, it's okay, but the brand itself is quite nice and they do have lots of beautiful products and the price is, they're extremely nice. At the beginning, I'm gonna show you something which is called ISKRY. Sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly, shade TABOO. I really love it. It looks beautiful and it's a topper, and please don't never remove this stuff because it helps you to not break the product itself. It's extremely soft and creamy. You can apply this product using a brush or using your finger, and this eyeshadow doesn't have a visible base. I forgot to tell you, this product from NAM also doesn't have a visible base, so you have to apply it as a topper. You can probably apply it itself, but it would look a little bit strange. Love it, really enjoy it, and it shifts slightly from something pink to purple and a little bit of golden. So really like it, really enjoy using it, but well, they have to do something with the texture because it's extremely creamy and you may break it easily. And if you're gonna take it with yourself, I don't know, in order to go on vacation or wherever, you may break it, definitely. And same thing is related to these lovely sparkles. They're amazing, but texture itself, it's nice, it's creamy, but it's easy to break it. So never take them out of this plastic because otherwise it wouldn't work. I'm gonna show you 3 shades, and sorry, my Polish is not that great. So I'm gonna read everything in a Belarusian manner. Sorry, it's my native language. Oh, so we're gonna start from a shade which is called Goddess. Yeah, they do have translation in some particular cases, so I can read them out. And I love this shade. It's easy to apply it, and it looks extremely beautiful on the eyelid, and it has a visible base. Talking about this particular shade, I would say it's something between champagne and a little bit of pink. It looks beautiful on the eyelids, doesn't emphasize skin texture, and it's not really a general topper. I would say it's a mix of something metallic and a topper. Looks beautiful, and yes, you can apply it as a topper. So it's up to you. Doesn't fall off during the day, so no issues while wearing, but it may crack slightly during the day, so be aware of it. And talking about Glam Shop and the next brand which I'm gonna show you, same thing. Moving on, and now I'm gonna try to read the name in Poland, RÓŻOWA BEZA. It's amazing. The shade itself is extremely beautiful. It's a combo of pink, champagne, and golden, and it looks beautiful on the eyelid. Talking about the visible makeup base, well, you may see it, especially if you're gonna apply a lot of a product. But it doesn't mean that you have to do it. You can apply this product as a sparkle, as a topper, or as a general eyeshadow. But be aware that some pieces may fall off, and in this particular case, it's gonna be extremely hard to remove them. And yeah, you're gonna wear them during the whole day, because the eyeshadow itself, I would say that it's quite long lasting and it shouldn't fall off during the day. Love it, enjoy it, and extremely beautiful product. The next one, if I'm not mistaken, they have the name here in English, Virtual Pink. Yes. Okay, more or less the same texture. By the way, if we talk about these refills, the texture is amazing. It's extremely creamy. It's easy to apply the product. You can apply it using a brush or using a finger. It's up to you. Looks beautiful on the eyelid. This particular shade is a duochrome, and it shifts from pink to blue slightly, and it looks so beautiful on the eyelid, and I love it. I really love it and enjoy using it. But it also may fall off when you're gonna apply it, so be aware and be careful while doing it, because as soon as it is fall off, it's gonna be extremely hard to remove these pieces. Next eyeshadows that I'm gonna show to you are related to a Belarusian makeup brand which is called Bernovich. But actually all these eyeshadows are made in Poland, and actually you can buy these eyeshadows on Bernovich website, which is located in Poland, and you're gonna receive these particular eyeshadows from Poland. And if we compare the texture and the formula with the Glam Shop, it's the same. It's exactly the same. So it's the same factory, and even some shades are exactly the same. So you can buy one or the other. It's up to you. And talking about the price, Glam Shop is a little bit cheaper. Plus, they do have sales quite often. But anyway, I'm gonna show you several shades, and they look beautiful. These eyeshadows have exactly the same problems as the eyeshadows from Glam Shop. They are quite fragile, so it's easy to break them, and be aware of it. The first shade that I'm gonna show you, X27. It's beautiful, and it's a mix of pink and champagne. It looks beautiful on the eyelid as well. You can use it as a full eyeshadow, or you can use it as a topper. It's up to you. Easy to apply using a brush, or you can use it, or you can apply it, sorry, using a finger. One of the beautiful shade is X49, and it's a mix of light green plus blue, and it shifts slightly on the eyelids, and it looks beautiful. Same thing, same texture. The next one is X43, and it's a mix of pink and yellow. And being honest, yellow is not that super visible on the eyelid, only in case you apply a lot of a product. Yeah, in this particular case you would see it, but in most of the cases it's not visible and it looks slightly pink on the eyelid. Nice, beautiful for daily uses, perfect. And the last one, X for it's something between light green and brown, but not really brown, probably more dark champagne, I would say. Also a beautiful shade, and for daily looks beautiful. We are done with Poland and can move to Korea. I have only one formula from Korea, but I like it and I want to share it with you. So the brand is called MISSHA, and the formula Glitter Prism. I have two shades and both of them are quite nice. Talking about the price, in average they cost, it costs around 7 or 8 euro, but it depends. You can always take them on sales. Please don't waste 15 euro on them, it doesn't worth it. Yes, they're nice, but they don't cost 15 euros, so be aware. Talking about the shades, on the right side for you on the left, I have shade 10. On the other side, I don't have a single clue because there's no number here. And this guy is a mix of blue and something orange. This guy is gold and pink, and I like this shade far better because it's more wearable, and in case of daily looks, it looks extremely beautiful and nice. Talking about the formula itself, it's slightly dry, so I'm not quite sure that everyone would like it, and you can't really apply these eyeshadows using a brush. You may try it, you can try it, but it wouldn't work in all the cases, and everything depends on a brush. So better to use just a finger and apply these eyeshadows using your finger. The product itself is quite long lasting, it doesn't fall off during the day and looks beautiful. Now a bit of China. I've ordered this particular eyeshadow from AliExpress, if I'm not mistaken, and it costed me 12 euro. Yes, it's quite a lot, but it looks really beautiful and it's worth it. The quality, the shades, everything is amazing. Talking about my shade, it's a duochrome from purple to something pink, and it contains a little bit of blue. Love it, like it. The texture itself, it's quite creamy. It's easy to apply it using a brush or using your finger. It's again up to you. It's a long-lasting product, so it doesn't fall off during the day, and I don't have any issues. The packaging is also quite beautiful, and yes, it's worth 12 euro. It's beautiful, and I think that I will probably order one more or two more. I'm not quite sure. Moving to the USA, and I have extremely beautiful formula from Colourpop. It's called Super Shock. I have two shades, Ice Dream and Ladybird. If you need something for daily looks, a Ladybird. If you need something for color makeup, or you like any color makeups, or you want to see some sparkles, colored sparkles, then Ice Dream. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The texture is creamy and it's quite easy to apply it. Again, you can apply it using a brush or using your finger, up to you. Next thing, they are quite long lasting and they don't, the texture doesn't fall off during the day. So definitely yes, but there is a problem with ordering it to Europe. You have to pay the taxes. Unfortunately, we have to pay taxes for it, but there's no other options. Love them, they are beautiful. And by the way, talking about Ice Dream shade, it's a little bit, it's a kind of a duochrome. It also shifts from purple to blue and contains a little bit of pink. Not the same thing, but still quite beautiful. And by the way, talking about these particular shades, they don't have a visible base, so it's better to apply them as a topper or as a sparkle. STARSHOW Shadow Pot Shade Free from MOIRA. Yes, 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 yes. It's so beautiful and it's so creamy. It's easy to apply it using your finger, but it might be an issue applying it using a brush because it doesn't work with all the brushes. I've tried with several, and in my case it worked, but I truly understand that in some cases it wouldn't work, definitely. The texture is nice, creamy, and I would say that it's more a sparkling shade, and it's better to apply it as a topper. You can probably try to apply it using an eyeshadow, but in this particular case, it may emphasize skin texture. So be aware and take it into account. The texture is quite creamy and it's not dry at all. And actually, when I tried this eyeshadow, it reminded me this beauty from Hourglass. It looks quite familiar, being honest, but Hourglass has a visible base, while this product doesn't have it. But they're quite familiar. We will see this beauty a little bit later. So definitely yes, if you've never tried, please try it. You can, if you live in Germany, you can find it on Nottingham, if I'm not mistaken, and probably somewhere else. So MOIRA is a nice brand. I've also tried some more products from it, and well, yes, beautiful brand and beautiful products. Kiko Milano, my love. I love Kiko Milano. They do have lots of nice products, but today we're gonna talk about single eyeshadows for sure, because our video is about single eyeshadows. These beauties from limited editions. The first one, Joyful Holiday, shade 1. The second one, A Holiday Fable, shade 2. Please take a look on the single eyeshadows from Kiko Milano. They are quite beautiful and they are quite nice. They do have sparkles, they do have toppers, and they also do have some metallic eyeshadows. It's up to you what way you're gonna choose. And if you choose the right formula, you're gonna be happy. So yes, definitely yes. And probably this particular eyeshadow is still available on the website, but I'm not quite sure. If yes, take a look on it. It's worth it, and it's easy to apply these two formulas. They are different slightly, using a brush or using a finger, and they are quite long-lasting. Sephora collection, and if you don't know, they've slightly reworked their formulas, added new shades, and added new formulas as well. And from the latest collection, I have shade 602. It's a glitter, it's a topper, and it doesn't have a visible base. It's creamy, it's easy to apply it, it's a long-lasting formula, and you can apply it using a brush. And this particular shade is silver. Beautiful shade, love it. From the previous collection, I have actually two shades, 326 and 361. They are both quite nice and I love them. And the texture itself is quite nice. And if I'm not mistaken, in several shops, offline shops, you may still find the previous collection, but probably you can also find the same shades in the new one. I didn't have possibility to go to the shop itself and take a look, but probably most likely you would find something familiar. This formula is nice. It's creamy, it's easy to apply it, it's quite thin, and it looks quite beautiful. It has a visible base, but at the same time, it has a bit of sparkles, and due to this, it's a mix of a single eyeshadow plus a sparkle, so looks beautiful. Jeffree Star Cosmetics and the topper from Wedding Collection. Looks beautiful on the eyelid. It doesn't have a visible base and you can apply it using your finger. Using a brush, it's a little bit problematic because it doesn't work with all the brushes and you have to play a guessing game. It doesn't have a visible base, if I'm not mistaken, I've already said it. Anyway, never mind. And it's a long-lasting product, it doesn't fall off. There is one problem with it, it's not that creamy. Unfortunately, it's quite dry, and if we compare it with the product from Hourglass, Hourglass is far better. So it's okay, but better to buy it on sales. I'm not quite sure, it's worth 25 euro if I'm not mistaken. 10, 15, okay. 20 plus, not really. So Hourglass and glitter eyeshadow shade Reflect. And by the way, these eyeshadows are made in Korea. Beautiful product, looks nicely on the eyelid, doesn't emphasize skin texture, it has a visible base. So you can actually apply it as a single eyeshadow, or you may apply it as a sparkle or as a topper. It's up to you. You can apply it using a brush. Yes, so no issues, and the product itself is quite long lasting. Take a look on it, and it's really, really beautiful. And moving to Makeup by MOIRA. Actually, it's not a single eyeshadow, it's a highlighter, and we can actually compare it with Fenty Beauty. And being honest, they are quite familiar. If you have Fenty Beauty, I would say you have a product from Makeup by MOIRA. It looks beautiful and it's sparkle, and you can apply it on your eyelid or you can use it as a highlighter. Up to you. You can apply it using your finger or using a brush. It works in both cases. Long lasting, looks beautiful, and it's quite bright. The texture itself is quite thin and doesn't emphasize skin texture. Urban Decay, Space Cowboy. I like it, and I think that this glitter is extremely beautiful, and it has a slightly visible base, being honest. But anyway, it's okay. It's okay. It's not super visible, and if your skin tone, undertone, is neutral or warm, it would work perfectly for you, and you can use it as a single eyeshadow itself. The texture is extremely thin, it doesn't emphasize skin texture, the product is long lasting. You may apply it using a brush or using a finger, it doesn't really matter, it works in both cases. And as for me, it's quite familiar to Bobbi Brown Moonstone. The shades are different, but I'm talking about the brightness. They are both quite bright, the texture is thin, and the texture doesn't emphasize skin texture. The textures, being honest, they are not exactly the same. And if we talk about Bobbi Brown, it doesn't have a visible base. Urban Decay has a little bit visible, but still they do have it. Bobbi Brown doesn't have any. And you can also buy them on sales. If I'm not mistaken, on the official website, it may cost you 25 euro. And it's far better than 45 or 15, depending on the website. So love it, like it. They are quite bright and my top favorite. And it was the last eyeshadow that I wanted to share with you. Please let me know your favorite sparkling eyeshadows and what you can suggest to other people. And I hope that you like this video. If yes, don't forget to put thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching this video, and see you soon in the next video.